2.5 million Sierra Leoneans have voted to elect a new president, a decade after the end of a brutal civil war in the West African state, and tens of thousands of Israeli soldiers sat across the gates of the Gaza Strip, fueling fears of an impending ground offensive against Palestinian militants. That's it for this edition of the news. Thanks for watching. Join us at 10 for the bulletin. Meanwhile, enjoy our programs.
Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you've been through. You can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. I am excited to have you join us once again on this broadcast. I should let you know, dear viewer, that Success Power is designed to let you know that God wants you to succeed. Now, that's huge, that's big. You know, some people accept that it is their fate to fail, or that it is their destiny to fail, or they consign themselves to mediocrity, believing that's the way the cookie crumbles. But you know what? You are the one who should crumble the cookie the way you want. And it starts with your belief system. What do you really believe that you deserve? You deserve the best. God wants you to succeed, to achieve your life goals, to be the best that you can be. Secondly, on Success Power, we share with you the universal time-proven laws of success. It's just important for us to know that our world is governed by laws. A law is a universal fact, something that holds true on every spot on planet Earth. For example, you jump from a 5-story building on any of the continents, you're coming down. That establishes the presence of a law. We all know that's the law of gravity. But then there are principles like that. When you satisfy their conditions, they make success possible for you. That's what we do here on Success Power. Share with you those principles that have no respect for persons, no respect for status. See, whatever your color, when you plant a seed in the right soil at the right time, it grows. Principles have no respect for persons. We therefore believe that many of us that think that we are disadvantaged can leverage on these principles, and the power contained within the principles can be released on our behalf, and we find ourselves succeeding like everybody else. It doesn't take long before people, get to believe or think that some people are special, some people have some special destinies, or some special opportunities. But the truth is that principles give us opportunities. The laws of success give us opportunities. So on Success Power, we share with you these time-proven laws of success. Also, we want to help you to realize that you have potential. You began your life as a seed. A seed speaks of potential, what can be that hasn't been. And on Success Power, we want you to realize that there is so much more to your life than you have seen. There's so much you can do that you haven't done, so much you can have that you haven't yet, so much you can be that you haven't been yet. And here on Success Power, we encourage you to unleash your potentials. And finally, we want to ensure that you are free from every form of failure. In other words, those cycles of failure must be broken. New cycles of success and blessing must be created in your life. Once again, thank you for joining us today on Success Power. We want to begin a discussion on the topic burning desire. See, you don't get what you wish in life. Most of the time you get what you desire. To desire is to crave for something with intensity, to have a craving for something. And you know the words that I like to use to describe desire: hunger and thirst. Hunger and thirst. Success comes to the hungry. For some people, you know, it's if it works out fine, if it doesn't work out fine. When you find someone who has a burning desire for success, there is no option or there are no options to succeeding. You want it. You know it, that you can do it, and you really, really want it. So you've got to be hungry. You've got to be thirsty. You know, we meet obstacles in life, and practically everybody who sets out to achieve some goals will come across obstacles. But I've come to realize that those obstacles are there, you know, to separate people who are really serious from those who are not serious, to separate those who really want it from those who can do without it. Let me put it another way: to separate those who cannot do without it from those who can afford to do without it. I read a book many years ago, All You Can Be is All You Can Be, by A.L. Williams, an insurance magnate from the United States. And, you know, he wrote a chapter on desire. And he made a statement, you know. He said, I want it so bad, I can't stand it. And that resonated with me. That's it. That's it. Some people haven't gotten that secret yet. When they pray, their prayers are expressions of wishes. But I've come to realize God does not grant wishes, he grants desires. Some people just simply are not hungry enough. They can put up with their current situation, they can manage with their current situation, they can cope. Instead of finding a way out, they're always finding ways to cope, so they can cope with it. So sometimes I look at it and I see that the difference between two people is not ability, is not talent, it is desire. There are loads of people with talent but who are not hungry. There are loads of people with education but who are not hungry. There are loads of people with the right connections, the right people at their beck and call, but they're not hungry enough. But then you see someone with just an ounce of talent, someone with just almost no connection. You have someone, you know, without even enough physical strength, yet they are able to break through the obstacles that want to stop them in order to lay hold on the success and the breakthrough that they want. That's what inspires me sometimes when I read the scriptures, you know, the Gospels, and the people who got their blessings or miracles or healings from Christ. You know, the one thing that you see is that desire. Someone had been losing blood for 12 years. She broke through the crowd, you know, summoned up the last of the strength that she had, broke through till she touched Christ's cloth. That's what I'm talking about. Or the guy who was blind and he was asking what's going on. And they told him, oh, the Christ is passing by. And he screamed at the top of his lungs, screamed until he got the Christ's attention. Now that's what I'm talking about. You know, that's what desire is about. That you have this inner fire that drives you and you're willing to give it whatever it will take for you to be able to get the result